Hello, and thank you for joining us. Welcome to Chapter 7 of Eat That Frog. And I'm getting a lot out of this book, and actually we had a time mastery training here at OHFA a couple weeks ago, and really a lot of things they talked about are some of the things we talk about in this book. So really excited that there's some overlap there, and hope you guys are finding that it's useful and that you're making changes in your life as well as a result of our study. So this is our book, Eat That Frog. So let's see, what are we doing today? Let's review the homework. I thought this was really cool. Then this is another way that we can really organize and strategize about the work we have to do. And so writing things down, which I know for me personally, it really helped to write my goals down, and then all the tasks under those goals really helped to, hi Cleo, thanks for joining us, really helped to, for me to get organized and to really start making some changes based on the goals that I had written down. So again, we're just reviewing our homework for Chapter 6. So as we wrote those things down, the A list was the things we must do, the frogs we have to eat, those big ugly frogs that we have to eat and we put off. What are those big things that we must do? And then under B, as you're writing your list, what are the things we should do, right? Those aren't quite as important, but keep them on the list anyhow. C, what would it be nice to do? Those things you could do if you had extra time, you know. I like to multitask when I'm driving, so I call my brothers and sisters and check in with them. I have Bluetooth, so I'm not going to get in trouble, you know, by holding my phone, but I'm always thinking, how can I check in with people? How can I stay connected? So when I'm driving, hi Anna, thanks for joining us. When I'm driving, I call people and check in with them. So that's just something I do. Delegate. What are those things on our list that we've made that we can delegate out to other people? Again, for me, it's kind of hard because I'm used to doing everything myself, and maybe that's a control thing, but ask people to help you. Ask people to do those things that you can delegate so that you can focus on your A, your must-dos, your big, big frogs that you have to eat. And then E, eliminate. What are those things that are time wasters? What are those things that are getting in your way of being more productive and getting the things on your A list done? So we have to be sometimes really ruthless, you know, on ourselves and honest too, and eliminate the things that are getting in our way. So really important to think about those. And so I hope that you're doing these homeworks through the chapters, because I think that it'll help you to stay disciplined and to try these new strategies to keep you on task. So we are on Chapter 7. If you guys have your books, if you can turn to Chapter 7, we're going to start there. And I'm on page 41 if you want to go there with me. Page 41 says that we should focus on these key result areas. And I thought it was really kind of interesting. The first question is, why am I on the payroll? You know, what am I getting paid to do? This is one of the most important questions you can ask yourself and answer over and over again throughout your career. As it happens, most people are not exactly sure why they're on the payroll. Isn't that scary? Woo! If you're not crystal clear, or you don't understand the results that you're hired to accomplish, this is going to be a great chapter for you. On the bottom of page 41, it says your job can be broken down into about 5 to 7 key result areas, seldom more. So I have some training in the DACUM process. It's D-A-C-U-M. And what it does is it helps to do job task analysis, and it helps you to figure out what are those big buckets of your jobs, those 7 key areas that you have to work in. Sometimes those are defined by your job description. Sometimes you can get those parameters defined by your key competencies in your performance evaluation. And other times those are goals that you really want to talk to your manager about, just to check in, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But these represent the results that you absolutely positively have to fulfill your responsibilities and to make your maximum contribution to your organization. So a key result area is defined as something for which you are completely responsible. If you don't do it, it doesn't get done. So think about now, and if you want to chat, so I know that you're with me in the chat box, what are yours? What are some of your key key result areas? So mine would be training. I'm the EAP coordinator and the EEO. I work with the Labor Management Committee. So these are my main areas. So in thinking about yours, if you guys could chat with me in the chat box and type in there, and what would some of your key areas be? And these are areas for which you're completely responsible. So think about what yours are. And to get yourself focused again, if you've been off task, what are those key areas that you're responsible for? And in order to think about that, right, we have to have clarity. Clarity is essential. And I'm on page 43 if you're following along. Thanks, Cleo. Yeah, help teammates. That's awesome. We should all be doing that. Sorry, that's a great reminder. On 43, it says the starting point of high performance is for you to identify the key result areas of your work. How do we do that? We just talked about some of the ways. Look at your job description. Look at your performance evaluation. Look at your key competencies. Discuss them with your boss. You know, are you doing things that are on your job description? Are you doing extra things that should be added in there? Talk to your boss. Make a list of your most important output responsibilities and make sure that people above you, on the same level as you and below you, are in agreement with it. And that goes to that teammate. You know, you work collaboratively with other people? Should you be working collaboratively with other people? Would that improve your key outputs, your results? You know, what are some of the things that that you should be thinking about or getting clarification on? So as we turn over to 44, it says give yourself a grade. Once you've determined your key result areas, the second step is for you to grade yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest in those areas. Where are you strong and where are you weak? And where are you getting excellent results and where are you underperforming? I mean, that takes some honesty with ourselves, you know, to say, hey, I need help in these areas. I'm hoping that you guys would reach out to me if you identify some key areas of need that you would want to work on, so that I could help you maybe identify some training opportunities, or, you know, there's all kinds of different things you can do to get yourself, get that grade up, you know, because on 44, as it says, this weakness will act as a drag on your effectiveness and be a constant source of friction and frustration. And that's so true. You know you should be doing certain things or doing certain job functions, and you aren't sure how your boss wants them done, or maybe there's a new procedure change or a process change that, you know, you're just not up to speed, and it's everybody. You know, I feel the same way in my field. So think about that rating and give yourself a grade in some of these key areas. I'm not going to move this over a little. Okay. Poor performance produces procrastination on the bottom of 44. One of the major reasons for procrastination in the workplace is that people avoid doing jobs and activities in those areas where they have performed poorly in the past. I mean, when I decided to go back to school, get my master's degree, I mean, it was hard. Some of the things I had to do, I'm like, oh my gosh, I never, you know, heard of the theories or did the work to do the things that they were asking me to do, but I learned. And it is scary and it does take time. But, you know, on the top of page 45, instead of setting a goal and making a plan to improve in a particular area, most people avoid that area altogether, which just makes it worse. So what are those areas that you're really avoiding because you don't understand or because you need more training or whatever? What are those areas? Then it said the reverse of this is that the better you become in a particular skill area, the more motivated you will be to perform that function, the less you will procrastinate, and the more determined you will be to get the job done. So really, again, honing in on these areas that, you know, you don't feel like you're producing like you should, like the people are around you. And so, you know, I thought this was kind of funny, so I put it on there. I'm very busy doing things I don't need to do in order to avoid doing anything I'm actually supposed to be doing. Well, I hope that isn't how we feel, but it's kind of a little funny thing is that what are the things that are we avoiding? And then I had another one, you know, where are you on this continuum? Where are you? What are the things you're saying to yourself? I won't do it. I can't do it. You know, where's your tipping point to where you want to do it? Then figuring out how do I do it? I'll try to do it, and then I can and will do it. You know, and it may take you some time. It took me time when I changed careers and went back to college, and you know, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to be honest, and it's hard to make a plan. But hopefully, with some of these strategies we talked about, it won't be quite as hard. And then you know, I thought that I would show you, since the Olympics is on, I thought I would show you a little inspirational video. I find the Olympics really inspiring when I hear people's stories, and so I found this one and I thought you might like it. So I want to show this to you right now, and then we'll keep going. I hope. Hang on, let me make sure that I'm turned up. I'm Jillian Potter and I play rugby for Team USA. And let me start over just in case. Okay. I broke my neck. I beat cancer. I'm going to Rio. This is the first time that women's rugby will be in the Olympics. I'm Jillian Potter and I play rugby for Team USA. Rugby in particular is a very good life lessons teacher. So when you get tackled, you have to get back up no matter how hard it is. I'm going to get up. I broke my neck playing rugby in 2010. But when I was hit, I felt and I heard just pop, 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 pop. And I knew immediately something was wrong. But when the doctors came in and told me I might not ever be able to play rugby again, I tried to silently cry for a while. I went through this period of allowing myself to be upset and then being like, get it together, Jillian, you can be strong in this moment. There was about a year between when I broke my neck and when I was able to get back on the field with my team. And then in June of 2014, I was diagnosed with a very rare soft tissue cancer. I had chemo and radiation for 7 months, and I lost about 20 pounds. Throughout the treatment, I was actually able to work out, and that was something that I was pretty adamant about. Thankfully, the chemotherapy worked, and I'm cancer-free, but it could have easily turned the other way, and I don't think I could even imagine what that would be like. But I would hope that I would still have that attitude of never giving up, and rugby was instrumental in getting me back to where I am today. The rugby community, they really helped me stay positive and keep working out, keep that fire to say, I'm going to be back, and I'm going to be ready for it. I hope you guys heard that okay. Again, I thought that was really inspirational. I liked it. It just goes to show you that people have overcome all kinds of odds, you know. I mean, having cancer, having the injury that she had, and then coming back to being an Olympic athlete is just incredible. So, you know, thank you, Jesus. Most of us aren't going through those things, but, you know, don't give up. You know, don't lose sight of who you are and who you want to be and where you think you want to go. But I thought that this was a great question on 45. What one skill, if I developed and did it in an excellent fashion, would have the greatest positive impact on my career? I would even challenge you your life. You know, let's just not make it to your job. You know, maybe it's something in your life that you have a life goal that you want to accomplish. You know, really think about that and be inspired and don't give up. You know, you have people that are going to support you. And on page 45 on the bottom, it says, ask your boss, ask your coworkers, your friends and family. Whatever the answer is, find out, then go to work, bringing up your performance in this area. You know, and I think it's, again, that being vulnerable and asking people, you know, and really being sincere can go a long way. And you might be surprised by the answers and the feedback you get. Hopefully you'll get that positive feedback to try something new and different to improve yourself or improve your skills. And on the bottom of 45, it says the good news is that all these skills are learnable, right? So it's not like you can't do them. It's just like you have to learn a new way. So give yourself the permission to even try, just like that Olympic athlete did. So for your homework, it's on page 46. Write down the key result areas of your work. What are they? Write down the key results you have to do in your job in order to be excellent at it. Give yourself a grade. Then determine that one key skill that if you did in an excellent manner would help you most in your work, you know. And we talked about giving yourself, you know, writing the SMART goal, right? Giving yourself a timeline. You know, in the next 6 months, I want to do this, or I want to learn this, or I want to excel at this. Maybe it's a year, you know, and then you'll have to go back with all your skills you've already learned and sequence that, prioritize that skill, and then take a list to your boss or your family or, you know, whoever, you know, you want to discuss it with, and invite honest feedback and appraisal. You can get better only when you're open to constructive input of other people. You know, I always think I'm the greatest at what I do, but I'm often delusional when you know, I get wake-up calls, you know, and people will tell me things and show me things that would help me to be better. So I try to listen to those. And then make a habit of doing this analysis regularly, you know, because we're never promised tomorrow. We're only promised today. We're not even promised that really, but we're here. And, you know, I just really encourage you guys to take these things to heart and really, you know, I think that you guys have put this time in so far to this book, and I hope that you've seen some positive changes in your life, not only here at work but at home. But make a commitment to yourself to never stop improving, and this decision alone could change your life, and I truly believe that. I know it has for mine, and I kind of have shared with you guys some of the struggles in my life, and you know, I've had folks help me along the way, and so, you know, I'm willing to do that with you as well. So just encourage you to go out and keep doing this homework, keep reading this little book of these little chapters, which is pretty painless. Do your homework and share out what you're doing with other people. And also I would just add, you know, encourage other people to get involved with this group. We had quite a bit of people sign up in the beginning, but many of them have fallen off for whatever reason. But encourage people to get involved. It's never too late to grab a book and get involved in this program. So appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great day, and thank you for checking in with us today. We'll see you later.